If you want a new electric car today, you have to pay a lot of money. Let's be honest that electric vehicles are still not the most affordable vehicles available to the general public. And what if you can't afford a new electric car but would love to drive a fully electric or hybrid vehicle? Well, there is another way to make it happen. Here is the list of best used electric cars you can buy for under $20,000 today. Let's get started. Hyundai Ioniq. In the beginning, the Hyundai Ioniq was only available as a hybrid car, but later models included an electric vehicle and finally a plug-in hybrid. The Ioniq Hybrid, on the other hand, isn't very quick, requiring 8.9 seconds to accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in its base configuration. Downshifting is tough in eco mode due to the fact that the gearbox takes an excessive amount of time before shifting gears. If you have a 240-volt outlet, you can charge the plug-in Ioniq quickly. It takes slightly more than 2 hours to recharge it to full capacity, and a 120-volt outlet will take slightly less than 9 hours to fully charge. Its city MPGe is estimated to be 150 and its highway MPGe is 122 according to the EPA. This gives Ioniq Electric a larger EV range rating than many of its competitors. The standard hybrid trim, designated blue, is an ideal choice for those on a tight budget. The average cost of purchasing an EV model is $15,000. Volkswagen E-Golf. The Volkswagen E-Golf is the company's electric vehicle, and it provides all-electric driving in a sleek, small package that retains all of the vivacity and much of the utility of the traditional Volkswagen Golf. The electric motor of the 134 horsepower is powered by a battery pack with 35.8 kilowatt-hours of capacity. A driving range is estimated at 125 miles according to the EPA, which is a fair number when considering the vehicle's price. Charging the electric golf cart is accomplished through the use of a 120-volt and a 240-volt outlet. While a full charge takes around 26 hours with standard home Energi, 120 volts, a charge using 240-volt power takes just approximately 6 hours to complete. DC fast charging is included as a standard feature on both the SE and SEL premium grades of the vehicle. In just 1 hour using a DC fast charging station, the e-Golf can be charged to 80% of its capacity. The pricing ranges are between $18,000 and $20,000 for this vehicle. Mercedes-Benz B-Class. A subcompact hatchback with a somewhat higher riding position, the Mercedes-Benz B-Class is also sold with gasoline engines in other parts of the world. However, in the United States, only the battery-powered B250e electric variant can be purchased. It has an EPA estimated driving range of 87 miles thanks to a battery pack with a capacity of 28 kilowatts per hour and an electric motor with a horsepower of 177. Plugging into a 240-volt outlet may restore a range of around 60 miles in approximately 2 hours. The B-Class electric drive made its debut in 2014 and hasn't seen many changes since then. In addition to its athletic handling, the B250e has a soft and controlled ride, which is something that few of its competitors can claim. As of 2017, the B-Class was renamed the B250e, and the starting price is now $20,000 for the base model. Nissan Leaf. The Nissan Leaf was quietly bringing cheap electric vehicle mobility to the general public long before Elon Musk announced that Tesla would do the same. However, only the larger battery Leaf Plus has a range that can compete with its competition, despite the fact that both battery sizes provide a variety of alternatives for different buyers. The basic electric motor in the 2019 Leaf produces 110 kilowatts, which is sufficient to deliver 147 horsepower to the front wheels. In the Leaf Plus variations, it includes a 160 kilowatt electric motor and a larger 62 kilowatt hour battery, which is more powerful than the standard Leaf. Even if the electric motor's fast power delivery makes it appear more active on the test track, the former achieved a 0 to 60 miles per hour time of 7.4 seconds on the same course. From the Leaf's standard 40 kilowatt hour battery pack, a driving range of only 150 miles may be estimated on average. Despite the fact that its range exceeds the E125-mile Golf's range, it is less than half of the Variant 3's long-range model. and on average, a used model costs around $15,000 to purchase. Fiat 500e. In the subcompact hatchback segment, Fiat's 500e is a plug-in hybrid. This vehicle is often referred to as the 500e compliance vehicle because it only exists due to California and Oregon's requirements for zero-emission vehicles. These states mandate that automakers of a certain size must have at least some of their sales volume come from zero-emission vehicles, such as the 500e. The 500e suffers as a result of this, and it is most noticeable in the narrow drive range. However, its numerous advantages as a city-centric minicar, such as its ability to navigate around traffic and into tiny parking spaces, remain, just now with zero emissions. Powered by an 83 kilowatt electric motor, the 500e has a single-speed automatic gearbox to send power to the front wheels. It has lithium-ion batteries that can be recharged for 24 hours to power the motor. The 500e, according to the EPA, can go up to 84 miles on a single charge. And in only a few months, used Fiat 500e prices went from roughly $7,000 to over $12,000 because of the currently used car price spike. BMW i3 94AH BEV. As with the previous two model years, the 2017 BMW i3 hasn't altered much from the previous two models, but the addition of a 94AH battery pack greatly enhances the tiny EV's real-world viability. In addition to the larger battery, there are a few more tech choices on the dashboard. The new 94AH battery package outperforms the old i3's 60AH battery. Instead of the previous specification's 22 kilowatt hours, the new lithium-ion battery package's gross energy output is 33 kilowatt hours. According to BMW, this will increase the i3's real-world range from 100 miles to 130 miles. With the addition of a 660cc two-cylinder scooter engine that functions as a generator while driving, BMW is providing the 94AH i3 with the Range Extender Patrol engine, which boosts the overall range to 250 miles. The standard charging cable or an optional in-garage i-wall box may still be used to charge the device. Although the latter reduces charging time by half, it still takes 6 hours to charge to 80% capacity from empty. The price ranges at $18,000. Chevrolet Bolt EV. The 2017 Chevrolet Bolt EV was a watershed moment in the history of the electric vehicle industry as it introduced it to a broader audience while also ensuring its long-term sustainability. Despite its small size, the lithium-ion battery pack has an impressive capacity of 60 kilowatt hours, which is sufficient to provide the car with a 238-mile range. When it comes to quick, off-the-charts eagerness, electric vehicles are well known, but this does not always transfer into rapid acceleration speeds. Instead, the Bolt converts the low-end push of an electric motor into real-world performance, completing the same job in 6.5 seconds. When the battery charge is exhausted, Chevy's acceleration performance degrades, similar to that of a Tesla. When the accelerator pedal is raised, the Bolt's default driving mode offers modest regenerative braking, which is ideal for drivers who are transferring from gasoline-powered vehicles. It starts at $17,000, which is a reasonable price for this vehicle. Honda Clarity. The first Honda to use Clarity moniker was a fuel cell-only model available exclusively to a select group of customers in the state of California. A large portion of Clarity Electric's powertrain components are shared with Honda's Clarity fuel cell. However, the precise percentage is not clearly stated. And while the EV's AC electric motor equals the fuel cell car's 221 pound-feet of torque, it has lower horsepower output of 161. The Clarity fuel cell's thick-walled carbon fiber hydrogen tank is not required since the 25.5 kWh lithium-ion battery pack is positioned beneath the floor and behind the rear seat backs. Honda claims a driving range of 80 miles, SAE rapid charging, recovery of 80% of charge in 30 minutes, and an anticipated EPA rating of 111 mpge combined for the i-ME EV. The pre-owned model starts at $20,000. Ford Fusion Energi. In contrast to other mid-size family sedans, the Ford Fusion is available in 3 distinct trim levels, each of which is tailored to meet your specific requirements. The vast majority of automobile purchasers are familiar with both the gasoline-only and the fuel-efficient hybrid versions, and both are good choices in their respective categories of vehicles. Another alternative is the 2016 Ford Fusion Energi, which is a plug-in hybrid vehicle. It is quite similar to its siblings in terms of look and functionality, but it is only capable of traveling a maximum of 20 miles on its own battery power. A 20-mile range isn't much in the perspective of pure electric vehicles, and it's certainly nothing to brag about. While this may be sufficient for many short trips around town, the beauty of a plug-in hybrid is that once the battery runs out, the vehicle converts to standard gas-electric hybrid operation, removing the need to worry about running out of battery power. The price range is between $10,000 and $20,000. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out these videos shown on your screen right now.